Welcome, travelers, young and old, from near and far. Join me as we continue the tale of Finwe Indoris and his new life here in Morrowind. When we last left Finwe, he had just completed a number of sensitive matters for House Redoran and, by extension, the sacred temple of the Three in One. Finwe, eager to continue his rise within the house, sought to assist several Redoran pilgrims in completing their holy tasks. Along the way, Finwe met the local Redoran noble of Maar Gan, who tasked Finwe with assisting the town's return to prosperity by restoring a nearby egg mine that had suffered greatly as a result of the blight. Finwe rejoiced in another opportunity to serve the house, as he believed that such service would ultimately be rewarded with a greater station and prestige, both for himself and reborn Clan Indoris. Yet as he considered the matter, he realized that to serve as a pillar to the family he has chosen, he must do more than serve the house upon request. He must become a stable fixture of the house that is constantly bearing some of the burden of greatness, and to do this he would undoubtedly need a greater pool of resources than he currently possessed. And so Finwe turned aside from his tasks in the west, and after journeying to his shrine home, Finwe made his way to the Zainab Ashlander Camp, where he bartered long into the night with their famed tradesman. This is where we now find Finwe, with his gold supply much larger than when he arrived in camp, ready to resume his march toward greatness in House Redoran. And welcome back, everyone, to another tale of blah blah bleep bloop here in blah 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 blah. Yes, and also Jacob. Hello, Jacob. Jacob, I don't know if you were with me whenever this happened, but did you know that in my pack of infinite things, I have coded Redoran documents, and that I needed to deliver those documents to an official in Vivek because I had forgotten about that. I had forgotten about that, but that seems like something that needs to be done. I know. This is just my bullshitting way of saying I fucked up. I forgot about something, but I'm going to try and turn it to my advantage, because after this whole egg mine thing in Narmok, I think we have a pretty good excuse to just tell our patron, like, hey, we'll be back after a little while, but we need to go ahead and handle some things in Vivek. And then also, consider this, Jacob. If we, and by we I mean I, are going to go ahead and go to Vivek and deal with other Redoran officials there, it might be better for me to go in as something other than kinsman. Because if I go in as just a kinsman, they're going to see me as nothing more than an up-jumped lawman. And so actual serious internal matters of the house, they might not want to bring me into it. The question is, do we mention this specific to my patron, or do we just see if we've done enough service for Redoran at this point to warrant a promotion to House Cousin? Once we're something like House Cousin, I have a feeling there's going to be a higher expectation for us in terms of actual... Yes, I mean, if you want to go ahead and join the conversation, Sack Erlerib, I'm sure Jacob here would love to go ahead and actually have someone else in the conversation besides... They're just whispering to each other. They're so angry that I just won't shut up. But we're almost done with the explanation, Jacob. So when you're following me for the next 2 hours as I run around doing things, at least you'll understand why you're in the hell that you're in, Jacob. Yes. So, do we tell our patron that is why we should get a promotion and just lay it out on the table, or do we run with the assumption that we've done enough to become House Cousin? And then I have a feeling there's going to be more expected of me once I become a House Cousin. Like, it's not going to be enough that I've actually done service to the house. Like, when you're a central pillar of a family or clan structure, like, you have to have the ability to materially support that family. And right now, oh, that's right. That was the whole reason that we came here. I was an idiot, and I couldn't actually do math in my head last time. But even after having to hand over that amount of gold to the officials in Vivek, should have enough to actually build some sort of material base to support the larger great house from. I'm not sure how to broach that subject, but one thing at a time. Well, speaking of one thing at a time, I suppose one thing at a time would dictate that we should just get on the road to Narmak to take care of that smuggling so that we can go back and round out our business in Outerroom. Oh, this is also perfect because, like, this pressing house matter, now we have a sense of where Kagaroon is, but we still don't exactly know. And so there can't really be any dishonor in taking care of this pressing Redoran matter that we put off, mind you, to do a lot of temple matters. I'm sure it would be completely justified that instead of going right to where we think Kagaroon is, we would just go to Vivek. Right, so that's the plan. Narmak, check in at Outerroon, head on down to Vivek, and then eventually we'll fuck around with Kagaroon, which, now that we know in-game where it is, like, they said northeast of Maar Gan, I know that it's right about here. Finwe knows that Phallus Marion is right here, and without the paper map, like, I can't imagine he would actually suspect Kagaroon is right here. So, whenever we do head there, we're going to definitely go to the Urshalaku tribe first, and, see if they have any, very specific information that they can give us. I'm really curious about that, because I've known where Kagaroon is for so long that there was no need to ever go talk to the Urshalaku. Right, I was looking at the map because I was trying to decide if I was using Obsivi or Divine Intervention. The Obsivi system is a little bit different, as I recall, because of that one shrine now in the middle of the Ashlands, so Wolverine Hall it is. Oh, God. Down. Fucking down. It's down. Yes, it's down. I feel like I haven't made that mistake in a while, and I just didn't want to break the streak that I had going. No, where are you, Jacob? No, where's my Jacob at? Oh, fucker.
Is there something
You! Why didn't you come inside? You dirty little bastard. Do you think I'm a violent person? Are you not following me because we have to talk about your issues? Do I think you're a violent person? Well, do you? Well, you do have a temper, and there was that one time when you... I thought as much, sigh. This is something that worries you, question mark. Want to talk about... No, god damn it, I don't want to talk... Okay, Jacob. I did so much talking. I will let you talk about it. Why are you worried about whether I think you're a violent person or not? Why me specifically? You want to talk about it? It's just, when I was growing up, I used to hate the boys in the tribe because they used to call me names and pick fights with me. And I thought I was better than they were because I read books about the world, and they were idiots who only cared about hunting and fighting. Actual Jacob, if you, for some reason, are actually watching this, is this you? Did you hate all the other boys growing up because you read books and knew stuff and they were just dickheads? I'm sorry. You know I had to fuck with you. Alright, resuming. And they were idiots who only cared about hunting and fighting. And I hated that Shani was always going on about them and which ones she thought were good looking. Sounds like you were a bit jealous. Yeah, maybe. She picked me in the end, though. But anyway, now I'm among the settled people. Everyone looks at an Ashlander and thinks violent savage. But the Ayamesu weren't violent or savage people. Even the boys I used to get into fights with were no worse than the ones I see in the cities. better often. My three options are, seems you have a talent for feeling superior to everyone no matter where you go. Yes, Ashlander's good, settled people bad. I've heard this fucking song and dance already. 3, are you saying you're not violent? It's just that people think you're violent? Oh, fuck. Mod writer, like, instead of giving me the stereotypical good, bad, middle option, like, all three of these are just basically shitting in his face. You knew exactly how to respond to this, and you just gave me 3 different flavors of the same idea. If it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, I'm not. I love this. All right. This is probably one of the harder dialogue choices I've had in a while. It seems like you have a talent for feeling superior to everyone. Oh, fuck. That's my first instinct. That's really good. But, yes, Ashlander good, settled people bad. I've heard this fucking song and dance already. That also seems like something I would say to Jacob. Both in-game Jacob and out-of-game Jacob. And then, are you saying you're not violent, it's just that people think you are, is such just a nice, twisted little mindfuck. Oh, it's delight. I am going with the first one. Now, it seems like you have a talent for feeling superior to everyone no matter where you go. No, that's not what you're getting it all wrong. Or am I bad at I made him think he's bad at explaining things to me. Oh, fuck. Now you're just going to be in your own head about it. Or I'm bad at explaining. See, I don't think I'm better. I think I am violent. Sometimes I get angry, and I say or do things I regret later. That's not new, but now I'm here, it's worse because every time I do it, some city swit will look at me and think that's just how Ashlanders are. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. It's actually a really, really good point. That's a fucking really good point. God damn it. And sometimes that's exactly what I'm angry about in the oh, fuck. That's what I'm angry about in the first place. That's totally legitimate. That's definitely going to go ahead and be a drag on just your mental resources every time you're out and about, just because of the possibility of that sort of negative interaction occurring, which is just going to raise the probability that, you know, you're just feeling grumpy when you're out and about, not in a good mood, angry as it were. I could say, do more to control yourself. If you shame your people in the eyes of others, you'll make their lives harder. So I can just fucking reiterate to him exactly what he just said to me and tell him to get a grip, because exactly what he said is the truth. I could say, other people's narrow-minded views aren't your responsibility to fix. If your behavior bothers you, change it for yourself. I don't know what option 3 is, but I'm strongly inclined to option 2, because that's a very legitimate point. You can't actually control what other people do. Like, you can't control that. You can do things that might influence that, but except in very specific cases, how people view you is not your responsibility. You should be aware of how things that you do will influence how people view you, but it's not your responsibility to make them think one way or the other. And the bigger focus is, if the behavior is bothering you, that should be something that you primarily focus on, because you have direct control over your own behavior. Right? You have direct control of your own behavior, so that's something you should actually focus on changing. And then the third one is, this world is full of villainous scum and small-minded fools. Righteous anger is a natural response and nothing to be ashamed of. Like, minus the first part, which is just inflammatory, like, remove righteous, and I'd say anger is a natural response. That could be fairly easy argued. Nothing to be ashamed of. I suppose anger doesn't necessarily imply action, right? Like, you can feel anger without it actually changing your behavior. So feeling the anger isn't really shameful. If it actually weren't for the first part of this, like, this world is full of villainous scum and small-minded fools, fuck, I wish that was just like a separate option so I could write it off. Because otherwise it would actually be a hard choice between two pretty reasonable pieces of advice to give to someone in this situation, I would imagine. Um, if you're actually watching this versus just listening, you can see that I'm clearly hovering and leaning towards the second option. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Other people's views aren't your responsibility to change since they're not within your direct power to change. Be aware of it, but if your behavior is bothering you, that's the thing you should be focusing on because that's within your direct control, Jacob. Not my responsibility. What does it matter whose responsibility is if I punch the wrong person out and they have their powerful friends massacre my tribe? Agreed. That's why, you still should be controlling your behavior, but it's because you don't want to be the potential cause of these things. You don't want to be out of control about this, right? If you have that sort of internal focus, you'll probably have a more successful time controlling the behavior. Do you think it'd make me feel any better that it wasn't my responsibility? All right, that's fair. The mod maker really focused on responsibility here, and, like, in fairness, if Finwe said responsibility, that would kind of be a poor choice of words. Sigh. Back into Jacob's mindset. Sigh. Just kick me if I start going too far, okay? And at least with guards and missionaries and anyone else who could actually get me arrested. Holy shit, why does this actually sound like you, Jacob? Did you write this mod? This mod has been out for such a long time, but I feel like... I'm going to have to be reconsidering everything else about this mod now and wonder if Jacob actually wrote himself into my Morrowind game. Anyway, are you willing to follow me now through the door? You are. Good. And we're going down, Jacob. It's always down. It's always down from divine intervention. Don't go up. Anyhow, we need to go somewhere that's farther away from the Telvanni coast than what the... No, I actually probably... I've spent all this time trying to find the Mages Guild, but I definitely should be going by boat, because that'll take me to Narmak. I'm sorry, Jacob. Fuck, like, how often are we sent to these backwater cities that don't have Silt Strider or some sort of teleportation or some sort of Mages Guild service fast travel? Where is it? There's my goddamn levitate spell. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. Don't you get stuck. All right. We're... how many minutes in? We're only about 20 minutes in, where I was just kind of standing around and either talking about my thoughts and then forgetting exactly what I was saying, or talking to Jacob and being fairly marveled at the dialogue choices the mod maker gave. That was really good. I've been so annoyed that sometimes I get forced into having to stop what I'm doing because the mod's forcing me to do things, that I kind of forgot that the mod has some pretty damn good writing whenever it comes to the character. Is this a sign, Jacob, that I need to just kind of slow down and take things in and appreciate my companion for the uniqueness of their own story and how it intersects with mine? It might. But if it is, I'm going to ignore that for now and continue just to talk to you like you're a piece of shit and not actually listen to, anything about you. Gallus, let's go ahead, my good man, and fast travel. I mean, not fast travel. That would make no sense to you. Let's go by ship to Evanhart. Yes. Let's get away from all these smelly Telvanni. And then, Nelislan, are you also a fast travel person? Can you take me? You want to take me to Vivek? Not where I was hoping to go. I was fairly certain someone would take me to Narmak. All right.
What do you want?
That's interesting. Sorry, I'm looking at the dialogue thing, and the thing he just said out loud is highlighted in his dialogue tree. I wonder if that normally happens. Anyway, I guess I have to go to Vivek to then get on the local fucking ship route. Right. Gotta get to a transition place where I can get on the inner city sort of fast travel. Ebon Hart, Molag Mar, and Tel Brandor. Alright, what the fuck? Wait, no. No. You're supposed to go to La Oad. Why, sir? Why do you only go to Ebonheart, Molag Mar, and Tel Brandora? God fucking damn it! Oh no. Alright. I think my best bet would be... Oh, Jesus fuck. Alright. That is really disheartening. God damn it, that just hurts a special part of me. Alright. Jesus. Okay, we're gonna go to Maar Gan. And then... No, wait. There's a Silt Strider. Cool. We will go to Balmora, Nisus, Cool. Then from Cool, we will jump... Silt Striders inside the walls. From Cool, we will jump on a boat to go to Narmak. I feel like there must be like some other boat guy around here for those smaller transport routes. I didn't see anything.
Where would you like to
Which
go?
does kind of make, you know, Narmak and La Oad a bit more removed, which I can't say I disapprove of that feeling. Oh, okay, we gotta make a stop off in Outer Rune first. Oh, no, I'm not gonna take the time to go to the temple right now. I'm not. I don't really want to let anyone know that I was actually in town for anything. I'm just stopping through. It's just the fucking bus line. I gotta jump on a different bus, I guess. This is a connection point. Oh, good. Outer Rune will at least take me straight to Cool.
Why walk when you can run?
Well, why ride whenever I could fucking take a ship? Oh, right. Because I can't get those little ships anymore in Ebonheart or Vivek, I guess. What in the actual fuck? I wonder which mod did that, and whichever mod did that, I imagine you make my life better 9 times out of 10, but why the fuck did you do that to me? I'm supposed to know exactly where everything is 100% of the time, even if it takes me a little while to recall it. Alright, there we go. At least this one's still in... This fast travel route is intact, going from Cool to Nyamak. What time is it? 1 a.m. We're not going to go romping around the swamp at night. We're going to pretend like, we were... No, we're here for our patron. We'll pretend... I actually just want to see what's here. As a kinsman of House Redoran, maybe we could, spend the night with a Lalu. I imagine they would probably be tickled fucking pink at the idea of an honorable Redoran being in their debt and having us sleep in dishonorable conditions. Owns Aemon. You're a Narmak. Your background, you're an agent. So you sleep down here. Where might they have me sleep in like a dishonorable fashion? Ooh, they'd throw out a bedroll and make me sleep in their pantry. Excellent. Or... what do we have in here? Oh, yes, they can make me sleep in the fucking storeroom with all the fucking random garbage. I wonder if the Lalu would actually let me do that or if he'd make me sleep outside. We're going to go with he's a proud man, and that's why I was able to pull this off. I'm Darius Barano, and this is Narmak, and you're Finwe Indoris. Fine, that's taken care of. Now, why don't you tell me what you want? What's your background? I am Darius Barano at your service. Whenever you don't tell me your background, that makes me think that you have the option of Morag Tong. Guided by ancient traditions and rigid codes, the Morag Tong only recruits candidates. So you're not telling me anything about yourself and your background, and you know about the Morag Tong. What's your trade? I'm an assassin. Everything I do is legal, so I don't suppose any harm can come from telling you. I execute people for money, and I do so in the employ of Great House Lalu. I kill with mercy, however, so my victims do not feel a thing. Kill with mercy, do you? Yes, indeed. Crushed bittergreen petals in a drink sends one into a dreamless sleep from which he does not awake. A dagger between the shoulder blades for those immune to poison inflicts minimal pain as well. Interesting. Pretty wise of the master of the house, though, to have one such as you in his employ. I'm assuming you are not the master of the house. Is it you? Who are you? I'm talking over his shoulder. Tell me about yourself. A Varel family? There are two Arvel families. The head of the family, Ravone Arvel, lives in Arvel Manor in the Ascadian Isles. Another branch of the family lives in Aldvalapi. I don't remember what relevance this has, but maybe later I'll take a look in my journal. Not right now, though. Your background? You're an Imperial Dunmer. You were born outside of Morrowind, but you've returned here. You get called an Outlander, too. Interesting. Do I want to know the history of the area? Not necessarily. Everyone seemed pretty friendly, though, so I'm assuming we'll have been allowed to spend the evening here as a fellow noble of Morrowind, even if it is a different great house. Other Redoran might be too proud of that, but we're all servants of the tribunal in all the houses, some of us more, enthusiastically than others, but when it comes down to it, alms is something dictated not just by house custom, but by temple practice as well. Alright, so I'm going southwest. Southwest, okay. Southwest. Alright. Jacob, ready to fly? Because I'm not dealing with... Ooh! A betting etch? Asshole. I wasn't fucking doing anything to you. Oh, that's right. I did level up. What does that look like? Not very good. I would have to spend a small fortune on skills to level efficiently. Suppose... How many levels? 11 out of 10. We'll take care of that later. I really actually want to do something right now versus just kind of fuck about. I mean, that's a lot of what Morrowind is, unless you're going to cut this episode up into, pieces and only show you parts. A big part of it is just kind of walking around and thinking about things like this. Alright. Southwest. This game can be very literal with its southwest kind of shit. And cave entrances can just be, around any aha. This? Sure involved. There's a fucking shack over there. There's a shack over there, Jacob. What the fuck is this? I don't remember no fucking shack. What the fuck do we have here? Stay away from me, mud crab. You don't need to die. An abandoned shack. And in this abandoned shack, we have iron dagger, the loot, No's picture book of wood. Wood is nice. Wood is pretty. Wood is nice. If one looks good, I'll make it twice. Upon reaching the last page of the book, the words boat ack are seen scrawled about the margin in a vandalistic manner. I'm taking whatever this is. A worn and weathered note. I'm not reading this because it is long, and it's just kind of ramblings. But it ends with, who am I to ask this of you? I'm taking that and not be reading it. At least not right now. At least not today. Slowed soap. I will take that. What else do we have? You had slowed soap in here, so now I'm just kind of curious. And you had a coda pedal here. Right? That's what this is. Come on. And we have little bits of gold spilled on the ground. Huh. Ahmad definitely put this in here. I'm just kind of wondering if there's a deeper story here or not. Well, this was interesting. I enjoyed this. What do we got out here? I'm not going to explore that fucking sunken ship, though. The shack was cute, you know, but I'm not going into a sunken ship. I've never had good experience with doing so. Magic's okay for now. Let's go ahead and heal up a teeny tiny bit. Alright, so we're looking for 2 specific smugglers in here. But I suppose, Jacob, that if we kill everyone in here, we're pretty much guaranteed to kill the smugglers, right? Right, exactly. Put on... Do I want to be have a Morong tongue Cutlass? Do I want an Imperial Newt Scale? Can't imagine that even under a robe I would want to have anything Imperial on. These are Morong tongue pauldrons. Alright. Gloves. Boots. No need to go in here unarmored. It's not like the bandits are really going to care what we look like. And robe. So they at least can't see what kind of armor I've got going on. Alright. Fucking come on. Alright, let's fucking go get them. Left arrow is... I can't do it. I can't fucking trust myself enough that I'm not going to completely and utterly fuck that up. Left arrow is save. Okay. Engine, are you one of the 2 people? I don't know, but I imagine that you probably are. As a Red Guard, I can't imagine that you're anything other than a smuggler if you're in a cave in the province of Vardenfell. Especially if you're... Leather head wrap open, interesting. Especially if you're kitted out with things like fucking Dwemer war axes. Shit you shouldn't have. And then we have... Selethiatus. You're not... Oh, you are hostile. Alright, fuck off. I like how I can click them before they draw their weapon and find out they're hostile. I imagine that would be walking up to them and being like, hey, how's it going, brah? And they're like, why don't you go ahead and go fuck yourself? And I just look them dead in the eye and be like, alright, it's on, it's on. You took quite a number of hits, didn't you, my dude Talamalu Sendathanas? With your iron arrow and iron longbow and your kite and shit. Now you die, fetcher. You will suffer great... Oh, a fucking mage? What do we got here? Another Red Guard. And a Red Guard spellcaster. That is not common. Dorossi Varian. Well, that actually does... Oh, a family letter. I was going to say, Varian sounds like family that you've interacted with before. Oh, my journal's been updated. To my dear sister Dovrossi, I hope this finds you well on the bitter coast. I know it is a damp and moldy place, sister, but the constant ash here is not much better. Things are well here on my end. The Redorans are too stupid to notice anything, and all I have to worry about is the Imperial Legion. Judicious bribes keep that threat to a minimum, fortunately. Yeah, you can't go ahead and bribe a Redoran. A Redware... Ooh, Varian! The pottery guy. That's who it was. Our Redware pottery continues to be a major seller to collectors. and the special firing procedure is all we could have hoped for. The Varian family will soon have what we need to leave this barbaric place and return in wealth and luxury to reclaim our ancestral lands. Your loving brother, D.V. I suppose he isn't a Redoran, is he? He just lives in Redoran areas because he's claiming to study traditional pottery techniques. Interesting. Well, I'm definitely going to tell him that, oh no, it intersects with a Legion quest. So do I really want to... And another... Ooh, another set of quests. There's an Imperial Legion guard in here. What the fuck? Holy shit. There's a fully outfitted Imperial Legion soldier in here. I thought maybe you were captive, ma'am. What the actual fuck is this? Wow, okay, so this is a much more serious smuggling operation than I thought. Let's just heal ourselves a little bit. This is not her. This is the Dunmer that was in here. Dardare Helmi. Ice and Chitin. Ooh, there's a skill book that I haven't actually read yet. An unnamed book. For how much? 95. Alright, this seems to be something that's related to this local area. Probably means I should check my journal later. God damn it. No. No. I'm just not doing it. I'm not reading 11 pages. I would love to later. Maybe if I made like a short separate recording for that, but I'm just not fucking doing it. I'm not doing it right now. Potion of Elements Bargain. Resist all 3 elements 10% for 15 seconds. That's an interesting potion. Did you just push me, you little motherfucker? Epononius Vinipter. Imperial Steel Cuirass. Yeah, you have like... You're just a fucking soldier, aren't you? And you don't get all this shit, like, in the Legion itself until you're a couple of ranks in. And what do you guys got in your smuggling shit? I'm gonna give 2 more crates a look, and then I'm gonna fuck off because your stuff is garbage. I'm not even picking up that 7 gold. Your shit is garbage, and I fucking hate you all. God fucking damn it. What do we have in here? Oh, good. Make me swim, but just a small distance, right? Oh, please be a greater bone walker. What are you summoning? Oh, what the fuck is that up there? It looks like a hunger almost. Man, this motherfucker took some hits, Mr. Galtris Serethi? Serethi? S-A-R-E-T-H-I. S-E-R-E-T-H-I. I thought this was someone who was related to our patron, but it is not. Amulet of Mark. That's pretty nice. You were wearing steel under your robe. I thought you were fucking taking a good minute to actually kill. And then Kratos Kedis. Some sort of Imperial. Alright, boys. You got any good shit up here? Tell me that's Bug Musk. It is. Can always have another thing of Bug Musk on me. Scroll of Unhinging. I mean, why not? A Dwemer Cog. I would love to carry around that extra 10 to 50 pounds, depending on its size. You guys have a little bit of moon sugar. You've been bad boys. Alright. So, summarize. You didn't actually fucking have anything. But, who was I sent here to kill? Dardare and Jean. I think both red guards. No. No. Gancolum. Galtus. Crotus. I'm looking at the names for like half a second, so I might be even farther off than I normally am at this point. Fuck up. Get the fuck up there. Epinus. Darendor. There you go. Alright, got that one, and I'm pretty sure the fucking Red Guard was our other person. Calamus. And that is fucking Sethisi. Man, whew, there are a lot more corpses in here, Jacob, than whenever we first came in here. And NG, perfect, right there at the gate. Gotta hand it to him. That's good placement. If you're gonna have two NPCs that you gotta kill on a quest, put the first one as the fucking lookout. That way you know you're in the right goddamn dungeon. That's pretty good thinking. Alright, well. It's been real. It's been fun. Hasn't been super fun, Narmok. Smells like shit here. Probably because it's a swamp. Buckmoth Legion Fort. Man. Wait, Buckmoth? Really? Ah, damn! Wow, alright. Well, fucking thank you, Morrowind. Instead of taking me... I was here. I guess I am quite a distance from Balmora. Well, hot fucking damn. This actually makes sense, because later in the main quest, it's a detachment from Buckmoth that goes investigates an incident in Narmok. And now it makes sense why. Alright, so whenever I go to Sirithi, like, I'm going to be walking away from him for a second. We need to go ahead and get a little bit of FaceTime with other Redoran. Doesn't seem like the counselors are interested in talking to us at Kinsman. I don't see why that would change at Cousin. Assuming we get that promotion. We have that quest we'll turn in for the Redoran in the temple. And I think that actually, like, Sirithi would clearly hear about that, especially because it's this temple contact that helped with his son. So between all of that, we most certainly have earned the, the right to become a kinsman in House Redoran. Not a kinsman, a cousin, a house cousin. But I think at that point, the expectations are going to be a little bit different. Just doing service probably won't be enough. You can't have empty titles at things at the ranks of house brother or house father. Like house father, we actually have to have a clan house. We actually have to be able to shelter people from the lesser clans of the house in the clan home. Anyway, future, like dreams of, future days. What? All right, Loris, listen, I fucking, I paid 5 gold for your man when he was telling people he was worth, 5 grand. Varver, Sirethri spoke with me. Oh, I asked about the wrong person. This is in regard to the, friend that our patron's son killed while possessed by the Ash statue. He says, Barber Sethri has spoken with me. I've cleared him of the statue's influence and cleared his name for the murder of Braylon Caravan. Fucking, that's what we want to hear. Awesome. Because if our patron goes down, can't fucking be good for us as an outsider in the house, especially if there are people in the house who don't like our patron, like the fucking, the master of Great House Redoran. He clearly doesn't like him. Or Archmaster, sorry. Considering he had his son captive. Ooh, maybe he was able to take his son captive because he was holding him for house justice in relation to this murder. Anyway, I actually meant to talk to you about Bedin Gilderin. Yes, I heard that you rescued Bedin Gilderin from the Ashlander Camp. I'm sure House Redoran... I will make sure House Redoran hears of your deeds. That's what I want to hear, my good sir. So I will be out of town for the next couple of days. But if you have any matters that, you know, I can check in on while I'm out, I'd be happy to go ahead and help out. Just be aware that, I'm not going to be in town locally. He says several Redoran soldiers were sent to the derelict stronghold of And Asreth. They have not returned. I need someone to find out what has happened at And Asreth. This is an interesting twist, Loloros. You would think that this would be a matter that the council handles. I mean, I have all the authority of a lawman, so I'd be happy to go ahead and investigate. And Astreth. A party of Redoran warriors left for Endasrith on a scouting expedition. Given its name, the structure of the name, it's clear that this is a Dunmer stronghold, which, of course, is going to interest Finwe as his temple seat that he's curate of has a connection to the Propylon Index web. So it's in his best interest to make sure all the strongholds are secure, so no one can intrude on the network. A party of Redoran warriors left for Andasreth on a scouting expedition, and they are overdue to return. Go to Andasreth and find out what happened to them. If they're dead, as I fear as they are, bring their House Redoran shields back to me. Their names are Nalinar, Sethri, Sinualu, Belvani, Nadru Athrin, and Aivilio Gil Avril. Cool. You're sending one man on an expedition when you fear that 4 knights of House Redoran have fallen? All right. Redoran mothers often tell their children, come back with your shield or on it. If they're dead, we will return their shields to their families so they can be given a proper Dunmer burial ceremony. I'll show you where Andasreth is on your map. Well, I'm going to have to carefully plan this expedition, but I will do what I can for these likely grieving Redoran mothers. Hold out hope and pray to the tribunal that the worst has not befallen them. But given the fact that he said he fears they're dead, we're not going to necessarily go there immediately. I mean, we still have to go ahead and take care of this matter of getting this coded Redoran document to Vivek, but the city of Vivek, not the god himself. But Andasreth, yeah, I thought so. It's fucking north of Narmak, where I just fucking was. If I would have gone ahead and turned in the fucking temple quest, I could have done the Narmak quest and this one all in one. Ah, fuck it. Whatever. We're not going to end. At least we know how to get there. But we're not going to Andasreth after we turn in this quest to Serethrig. We are going to get our promotion, then we're going to head to fucking Vivek. Where are we at on time right now? Oh, right, we're still under an hour. Hot damn. So, a free cheesecake to, if anyone makes a comment on this video as to whether I should make these videos 1 hour, 90 minutes, or 2 hours. Because whenever I get going, I tend to just want to keep fucking going. And now that I actually have enough monitors to see everything, I can make sure that I'm not... I can tell how long the video's been going, is what I'm saying. Alright. Let's see. Nothing really much updated in my journal other than factual statements of, like, the young Serithri boy has been cleared of his crime. Ethan, my good man, had you heard about the ruling regarding your son's unfortunate friend? You have cleared my son's name, and that is all that matters. Indeed. So he asks, any word on the smugglers in Chernibal? Yes, the smugglers in Chernibal. So the leaders of Chernibal are dead. Good. They shall trouble House Redoran no longer. Did you find anything leading to the identity of their local contact here in Outerune, perhaps? Yes, I found this note. I believe the writer was from Outerune. Let me read it, please. He reads it, then hands it back to you. There's a Drinnar Varian. He is new to Outerune. He may be who we seek. He may be who we seek to trace the path of the Schernball smuggling ring. I would ask around Outerune first, before I went to see him, and try to be discreet. Interesting. Drinnar Varian, huh? All right. So I don't see myself going back to my stronghold anytime soon. And I really don't want to fucking walk out of here again. Walk back in here again. Just being incredibly lazy. So I'm going to mark this spot so that I can just use some teleportation magic to make this real goddamn quick. And also, Jacob, I'm being extra lazy. So would you use your quote-unquote restoration to quote-unquote restore my attributes? And by that I mean let me nom that magicka, boy. Let me nom the magicka. You are my battery. Civvy intervention. Fantastic. Let's fucking, let's go as I take my spear out. I say, let's go confront Drindar. Confront, using big fucking air quotes. Korkorok the spear is not looking the best. Come on, let me use my fucking hammer. Alright, that repaired it a little bit. What else we got here? I think I had another one. Journeyman hammer. Alright. No Korkorok. Let's... oh, fucking goddamn it. Used it up. Oh, well. Alright, since we're back in Redoran territory, and we're just going to be confronting one smuggler, like, who gives a fuck? Let's go ahead and put on... I actually could figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Let's make sure we're in our noble attire. Yes, that's fucking grand. I feel like at this point, Jacob, I'm not really carrying a whole lot of shit. Ooh, Olaf's Fist. Oh, that's fucking right. I should have sold that. I think it might be time to look into the idea of getting a short sword as a backup to the spear. Carrying two spears around, like, kind of like the idea, but at the same time, I hate how fucking far down he holds this. I feel like I need a short-bladed weapon. Once again, I walk into this house thinking it's Drindar's house, but it's not. It's this one. Alright. The man, the myth, the asshole, fucking fuckface McDumbfuck.
I am never too
Hello,
busy.
Drindar Varian. Yes, Finwe, this is not really the best time for a visit. Did I tell you that I fucking killed your sister? Surely even a foreigner's heard of the Varian family. Yeah, they're a fucking family of dirty smugglers. Smuggling? Do not waste my time. I'm only here to study local pottery techniques and collect native Dunmer pottery. Like ash statues? No. I like your gold as well as anyone else's. It's your questions that I find annoying. Now leave me to my work. Journal updated. And Drindar Varian claims to be in Outerune studying native pottery and redware making techniques. He only sells his redware to collectors and won't sell me any. He mentioned redware pottery in his sister's letter. There must be something more to them than meets the eye. I need to get a piece from him somehow. If he won't sell to a Redoran, maybe he'll sell to a non-Redoran. Maybe Athan has a suggestion. I'm so glad I set that fucking mark there, because if I had to walk back and forth 2 more times, I'd be pissed. Hey, Athan, sorry by the way that I set that mark, like, directly in front of you and giving you a jump scare every time I come in here, but Drinnar, he's not fucking budging. He's clammed up nice and tight. So Drindar won't sell you any of his native Dunmer pottery to you. Well, perhaps he doesn't have the items we're concerned with for sale, at least any Redoran. You should have an agent buy the pieces for you then. Well, Finwe thinks obviously, but in a deferral, like a very respectful and deferential manner. And he says, where would I find such an agent in Outerune? And in return, Athan says, Drindar Varian appears to be a criminal, so he will probably only sell to other criminals. In Outerune, most of these are found in the rat in the pot. You should be able to offer one a fee to purchase one of Drindar's native Dummer pottery pieces, and if you pay them enough, they'll do so and keep quiet. Let me give you 300 gold to cover this. I also want to make this clear. This is not dishonorable. We're not paying them to steal it. Just make sure they understand it must be one of his collector pieces. Athan, my good man? I think I might lay it all out on the table. Oh, he's shaking his head no. Like, don't give me reasonable doubt. But I feel like I should lay it on the table and be like, this is why I really also need a promotion to house cousin. Not just the service I've done to the house, but because if I'm going to Vivek and treating with the Redoran there, I need a little bit more heft than just being a kinsman. As a house cousin, they won't be able to dismiss me as easily. And this might help us in some way. It's better to go ahead and have good relations with the Redoran in the capital than for us to only have distant and potentially estranged ties with them. Let me clean this up. Galta's government's starting to fucking stink. Alright. Journal. Athan says I should go ahead and go to the rat in the pot. Let's just go straight to Angoth, my man, my fucking contact in the Thieves Guild. I need to talk to you about, I guess, fucking nothing, you useless sack of fuck. Oh, that would make sense. The Redoran quest giver, or the Redoran mod writer couldn't be sure that you haven't killed him as part of the Fighters Guild quest. So, secondary plan. Yes, my good lady, can you talk to me about... Oh, she fucking brings it up right in her greeting. So you've come to ask me about purchasing some native Dunmer pottery. Oh, never mind how I knew. Cheeky little fucker. Anyway, alright, I can find someone to act as your agent to purchase some native Dunmer pottery from Drindar Varian. How did I know? Who else would it be? I assume you don't want one of his normal pieces, but instead one of the ones he only sells to collectors. Fair enough. Pay me 250 gold up front and come back in a day, and I'll have your piece then. We have a deal? Done. Here's 250. Good. Come back in a day, Redoran. I'll have the piece for you then. Alright, well, while this is going down, I don't necessarily want to be in town while this operation's happening. So I'll be back in a day. What day is it right now? It's day 126. I'll be back in somewhere between 24 and 48 hours. Keep that fucking pot safe. Actually, Athan will just go ahead. No, I need to tell Athan what's happening because I need that fucking promotion if we're going to head to Vivek. I know that we haven't completed this, but Athan, I need to talk to you about something. One, we'll have this done in hopefully a day, no more than two. But two, in that time, I need to go to Vivek to take care of some house matters. And while I was there, I wanted to go ahead and see if I can assist the house in other ways. But as you know, the Redoran in the capital aren't necessarily thinking along the same lines as the Redoran here in the near the Ash Wastes, trying to go ahead and hold the line against Digother. So, especially because of their contact with like the Lalu that are all about those clear differentiations in rank and influence. I don't know how seriously they'll take me if I just go as a kinsman. They may view me as an up-jump lawman. So I believe that it is not dishonorable for me, especially with all things considered since I first was raised to the rank of kinsman, for me to inquire whether I am worthy of the honor of being a house cousin in Great House Redoran. Congratulations, Finwe Indoris. You have earned the rank of house cousin at Great House Redoran. Fucking excellent. What's my journal say? For my service to House Redoran and adherence to the house's principles of honor and the 7 virtues, I have been promoted to the rank of house cousin. Fucking awesome. All right. I want to say that at this point I could inquire about getting my own stronghold built, but at house cousin, especially with, we still have the rank of house brother before we have the rank of house father, and then after that it's councilman and then the 1 archmaster. I don't think it's necessarily expected or required of us at house cousin to have a stronghold, but I think as a house brother, it's expected that if you haven't already begun construction, you need to. So us starting construction of a stronghold would kind of be us giving an indication that we believe we're worthy of being considered for promotion to a house brother or house father. And since we just got this promotion, we're not necessarily in an honorable position to try and advocate for that right now. So we have the promotion that we need. Spear away. Gonna alms to the intervention. Mages Guild. We're going to be the best path after the Mages Guild. We'll Mages Guild, alms to the intervention, and then take the gondola from the temple to House Redoran. I think I might make a stop in the Library of Vivek to see, because I'm watching Boar do his Morrowind playthrough. Now I'm kind of curious what sort of lore books they have in the library. And when I go there, I'll probably want to read 1 or 2. So,
Hello there.
just so you know, I feel like I did a little bit of actual stuff recently. So now I have to slow it right back down and go ahead and, what am I saying? Go ahead and read a book. Hey, Kratia Julian, what kind of gold do you have? 400 gold. God fucking damn you people. All right, well, let's go ahead and do a little bit of an exchange, shall we? I have a Master's Embolic. I have 2 of them. That's way more than you're able to pay me in gold. So how about you give me some diamonds, some emeralds, and a Daedra heart, and some rubies, 2 of them, and some pearls. I'm happy to exchange precious gems for valuable alchemical ingredient devices, alchemical devices. All right, 585 for that exchange. Not bad. I'll go ahead and eat the loss. Max sale 400. Thank you. It's not like selling to my preferred vendor, but it is a little bit more of a balanced economy. Oh, fuck me. Speaking of balanced economy. All right. I need to take care of this soon. Okay. So for leveling up, do I give a shit about my endurance? I've been learning, like I already knew a lot of it, at least at a glance, but I've been relearning and like trying to memorize more of the various formulas that are used to determine how things work in Morrowind. And I don't, endurance is good for like increasing health and I think fatigue, but I already have a decent endurance. So do I really care about leveling that? It would be at ×3 right now. I need to fucking bump willpower, because right now my ability to train a lot of my magic skills, like restoration, are limited by my weak as fuck willpower, which governs, should be things like Alteration, fuck, it's all the things that are my major skills. Restoration, mysticism, alteration, and is it conjuration? Conjuration's a major skill too. Fuck. What is the other willpower skill? I'm almost positive it's magic is the problem. Is it enchant? No. It's destruction. Fuck. Oh, man. Oh, that sucks the hardest amount of shit. Fuck. I really did fuck myself in this character. I have to basically take willpower every single time I can now, regardless of the penalty. Because I'm not going to be able to train that shit soon. Like, if I want to actually level up any of my magic skills, I have to do it the actual way of leveling up. Which is, I go off camera for about 2 hours, and I hold down the fucking cantrip spell to get that shit up. Because I can't buy training with willpower that is less than most of my magic skills. God. Oh, god damn it, that sucks. Alright. It's going to be intelligence, willpower, which we don't have to fuck about with, and personality. This personality is going to be related to other things I'm going to eventually want to train up. Oh, God. The only people I know that train decently in mercantile and speechcraft are people like Caius, and they fuck you so bad. An illusionist personality. God damn it, I need to fucking effectively level that. I'm finally here in fucking Redoran, and I don't really want to go wandering off just to effectively level. Fuck it. I'm sorry, everyone, but I played Morrowind too long. And it's just so hard not to effectively level, especially whenever I did this to myself and made all of the willpower skills major and minor skills. Alright. Take me to Balmora. Let's just do this as fucking painlessly as possible. Ajira, I need some help in enchanting. You're not gonna screw me, right? Like, 1, 2, how much are you charging? Training, 200, 3, 2084, 5, 6. Sorry about that. 7, 8, 9, 10, and we still have, I think, 10,000 gold. All right. We're going to need to go ahead and have a chat with Caius. He's going to want to talk about orders. We're going to tell him that we're not interested. Actually, it can't hurt to look. I would love it if the Redoran up here, or not Redoran, the Lalu up here, actually offered training to people outside the faction. Will you do it? You will. Fuck, and you don't train anything in personality? Fuck you. Wait a minute. I remember someone else who clearly has at least some training in those personality-based skills. Fucking the Thieves Guild guy in Balmora who can go ahead and take care of your bounty. That motherfucker can go ahead and train you in speechcraft and mercantile. Really don't want to talk to Caius, so fuck, I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting how goofy I look pumping my arms like this in third person. 2, where the fuck is Jacob? You know what? I don't even care. I do not even care. Fuck him. I don't need him in in Vivek. I don't need his shit. I'll find him later. I will fucking find him later. Maybe he got tired of listening to me. I'm a little bit sad. Feel like he doesn't like me anymore. Alright, oh, you train in alchemy too? So well, my alchemy skill is far higher than my enchanting skill. Alright, let's just fucking get it over with. 10 mercantile, taking another big bite out of my gold. Mercantile or speech? Definitely mercantile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on. 10. Don't you fucking sniff at me, you fucking dirty motherfucker. Civi intervention. Get me out of here. Alright. We'll go take a rest in the Mages Guild, and then I'll quickly pop back to both the Aldaroon and the Vivek Mages Guild, because I'm kind of curious where I accidentally left Jacob. Oh!
Yes, Outlander.
Wait a minute. Oh, not a Darji, a Jira. Has it been too long? Has your gold reset, or do you still have gold from my training? Seller gold 800. Fuck! I bet if I hadn't done all that training across town and made like 2 days pass. 2 days have passed. Shit. Whatever. We don't necessarily need to report to Outerroon right fucking lickety split away. Jesus Christ. 5 Masters Mortar and Pestles. Alright. Let's sell 2 of them, I guess. That should probably get me close to her max. Oh, Jesus Christ. Give me one of those back. I'm bad at math. There you go. Man, that Master Mortar and Pestle is way fucking more valuable than that Master's Retort. Shit. I don't really know very many alchemists that carry much more gold than you, Ajira, so consider yourself the lucky owner of a Master's Retort. Hope it fucking helps you outrank Gabriel again.
To what do I
Alright,
pleasure?
Macillane, take me to fucking Aldroon. Let me see if I left my idiot here. If I did, he's across town in the Mages Guild. Alright, Aranel, take me to Vivek. Did I leave my idiot here? Fuck, where did I leave my stupid? Where did I leave my fucking dumbass? Julan's telepathy ring. Julan, hey, dumbass. Why didn't I have a message pop up? I was trying to talk to him. Julan's telepathy ring. Try and contact him? Yes. Dumbass. Fuck. Find him later. It's gonna be fine. There's no way he can fuck this up. And by fuck this up, I mean successfully existing. And I suspect that the local Redoran might not view him the most favorably. Alright, off to Aldaroon. Off to Aldaroon. I Faye, no, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm actually wanting to take a peek in the Library of Vivek first. I think that's the Justice Office. This should be the Hall of Wisdom, right? Yes. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and take a poke about the Library of Vivek, the regular version. Ancestors in the Dunmer, I think is one I might read. Just to help us remember a little bit more of the local culture that underlies the religious philosophy of the Tribunal Temple, not just, you know, the fact that the Tribunal are gods, but the larger spiritual beliefs of the Dunmer. Reflections on cult worship. Does this talk about... Yeah, it does talk a little bit about the Tribunal Temple. Interesting. Not something I'm going to look at right now. 36 Lessons of Vivek 27. 36 Lessons of Vivek. Sermon 27. The Scripture of the World. First, all language is based on meat. Do not let the sophist fool you. Second, the third walking path explores hysteria without fear. The efforts of madmen are a society of itself, but only if they are written. The wise may substitute one law for another, even into incoherence, and still say he is working within a method. This is true of speech and extends to all scripture. Third, do not go to the realm of apology for absolution. Beyond articulation, there is no fault. The adjacent place, where the grabbers live, is the illusion of the vocal, or the middle realms of thought, by which I mean the constructed. This is how I stole the certainty of the Chancellor of Exactitude, perfect to look upon from every angle. When you come out of the vocal, you can never be certain. Fourth, the truest body of work is made up of silence, as in the silence that results from no reference. By the word, I mean the dead. Fifth, the first meaning is always hidden. Sixth, the realm of apology is perfection and impossible to attack. Thus the wise avoid it. Trinity and unity is the world and word of action, the third walking path. Seventh, the sage who suppresses his best aphorisms, cut off his hands, for he is a thief. Eighth, the clothes of the broken map are worn only by fools and heretics. The map is an exit for laziness. It is the dusty tongue, which is to say the given chart that most take as a story that is complete. No word is true until it is eaten. The ending of the words is Alm Savi. Fuck. Shit! I did not mean to take that book. I was just so wrapped up in what I was doing. Fuck. Pay gold, but I'm going to see if I have an autosave. Please, God, let me have an autosave. Fuck. Alright. Have I been expelled from the temple? Please, if I'm expelled from the fuck! Shit! Fuck! No! Fucker! Oh no. I did so many things. Oh man. Oh, what a black mark on my record. I don't know what I want to do, guys. Oh, I did all that leveling shit. But you're allowed one fuck up in the temple. But it's a black mark. Oh, god damn it. I'm going to accept it. I'm going to work it into the story that Finwe was in such a state of religious euphoria that trading card Vivek.
I'll deal with you, thief.
What? Pay gold, I guess. I stole again because I was already fucking in trouble. God damn it. All right. Let's go talk to the fucking master of the temple and apologize. Let's explain to him that I was in a state of religious euphoria, reading Vivek's holy words, and I didn't even think about the fact that I was taking the book. I apologize. Edred, you understand, right? You understand that this was just a mistake, right? I want to make amends with the temple. The temple welcomes everyone into its fellowship, but not all are able to complete their journey. You broke our rules, but you have great potential, and I will forgive you this one offense, but nothing like this must ever occur again. If it does, the temple will have no further use for your potential.
I am blessed to be at your service, Outlander.
It's going to be interesting to see how widespread this incident becomes known in the temple. We took care of it. within an hour of the offense occurring. But this is a holy order. Hopefully by taking care of it so quickly we haven't endangered our place as curate of Indoranian. Finwe, though, is now concerned. And he knows that he's going to have to finish that work for the master of the Ghost Gate, and soon. I'm going to say before I fuck up again. Wow, I can't believe that happened. I like it, like, I can adapt to it, I can take it up into the story, but... oh, fuck, I can't believe that happened. Finway's looking over the water, and he's realizing that, to be a member of the temple, it's not just about religious ecstasy and religious fervor. There also has to be wisdom and control. And he knows now that he has to be careful whenever he's dealing with the temple. Not just because of the power and danger it poses, but because he can get too wrapped up in it and make mistakes. So, ma'am, please take me to the arena, because I know there actually is no direct path to the goddamn Redoran via fast travel. I want to say the arena is, it's to the west. Let's go. Oh, I almost called for Jacob, and he's not here. That's alright. A little bit of time away from him will make me go ahead and appreciate his friendship more. He's been fucking right on my ass this entire time, just constantly espousing thoughts to him. Maybe I didn't appreciate him. Definitely will now, though, now that he's not here. We should go to the Redoran vaults first. Oh man, I almost tried to talk to Jacob again, but he's not there. I'm definitely not telling him about this, though. He's not going to know how much we're missing him. Yes, the Redoran treasure, you can access it through here. And I don't remember who I need to take this to, so I'm just going to probably talk to everyone in here. You, though, are someone that I can accept quests from for House Redoran. Hello, Farrell. What can I do for you, House Cousin? Are you interested in duties for House Redoran? I may have a few. Yes, I am. How might I assist our noble brothers here in Vivek's holy city? The last of the Redis family line has bequeathed the family's belongings to House Redoran. I need someone to recover the family treasures from the Redas tomb. Redas tomb? Go to the Redas ancestral tomb and bring me the Redas war axe, the Redas chalice, and the Redas robe of deeds. The tomb is just south of Molag Mar. Oh, excellent. I could check with the master of Molag Mar and see if they have any work for me. Although, no, so long as I don't return to the north, I won't be obligated to check out the matter of Lost Cogroom. But the next time I go to Outer Rune, like, it has to be a stop-off on my way to Lost Cogroom, and we'll play it up as though while we were in Vivek, we found records that led us to learn a more exact location of where Lost Cogroom was. Alright, we have to go south of Molag Mar, but I have to go around the mountains. She says I suggest following the mountains west and then following them back east. The tomb is in the side of a mountain near an Ashlander camp. The Ashlanders are not known to be hostile. It might be the Kushtababi tribe. Alright. Well, glad to help. Let's see if there's anything I need to ask you. Man, I'm still going to go back, because I think I'm going to round this out at about 90 minutes. I'm going to go back to the library and read another book. But goddamn, I still cannot believe that I fucked that up like that. I fucking even thought, as I was looking at the book, don't take one of these lessons of Vivek, dumbass. If you take this, you're gonna get fucking busted by the temple. It was an accidental theft. But given Finway's past, anything like this, he doesn't want any attention potentially being drawn to him being a thief.
What was that?
Sarah Dralor. I'm here about the missing courier for House Redoran. Missing courier? Yes, these are the documents she was supposed to deliver, so she's dead. Sad. At least she was not a deserter. Now, about the 1,000 gold she was carrying, House Cousin. Here it is, 1,000 gold. Very good, House Cousin. I have no reward for you except the satisfaction of knowing that you have honorably fulfilled your duty to House Redoran. That is all the reward that I could want to have, my good sir. I'm glad that I was able to return that which is the house's to the house. Another Dralor down here. His father is the treasurer. Interesting. Alright. I know that there's a noble family here in House Redoran. Let's go ahead and take a peek with them and see if they... Actually, there might be two manors. Let's go ahead and see if they have any work for us. Lauren, you approach me pretty directly. Do you have anything to say? No, he's just letting me know he's a lawman of House Redoran, right? Yeah. Okay. Saren Manor. We have Ernest Saren. You are, I imagine, the wife of the Lord of the Manor. Don't see anything in her dialogue tree of interest. And it doesn't look like there's any way out of this room, madam. Did your husband lock you in here? I think this is the second part of Saren Manor. Wow, do he and his wife just live completely apart like that? Taurus Saren, I greet you, House Cousin. Have you come seeking the advice of the patriarch of the Saren clan? Do you have any little advice for me, my lord? Character is much easier kept than recovered. Sometimes it can never be recovered at all, especially if you have dishonored your family and your ancestors. Alright, that might have just been good advice, but Finway's already immediately spiraling like, I can't fucking believe they're this upset about a book. I know it's a holy book, but it was a legitimate accident based upon religious fervor. Like, have they never had this happen before? I go downstairs and have this Danasi Relin say, are you here about the missing Saren heir, Ser Joseph Saren? If so, please speak to Taurus, the missing heir. If you have any news of Jeff, please speak to the Saren family patriarch Taurus. I hope he's all right. Glad I took a peek down here because I didn't realize there was anything wrong. Oh, here's how you get up to the wife's areas with that trapdoor. Interesting. Taurus, my good man, I heard that the heir of your noble clan is missing. My son and heir, Sojef, is missing. He has a habit of errantry and will disappear on some quest for days or weeks at a time. It has been far too long, however, and his mother, Arnis, is very worried. He was having dreams about our Saren ancestors being tormented by Daedra before he left. He consulted Realms Gilvaro and the temple shrine priest, and they performed an ancestral ceremony. He left the manor the next day. I've not heard of him since, and I'm offering a reward for information leading to his discovery. It is difficult to speak of, but a possibility that must be considered. Should you not find Sojef but his remains, please return his Saren Redoran founder's helm to me. It is a Saren family heirloom. I pray that you save its heir. Who is this Realms fellow you mentioned? He's the temple shrine priest for us in the Redoran compound. My wife Arnis visits him often. Often, you say? Often? Oh, no. No. No, it couldn't be anything anything untoward like that. Madam Saren, I I'm so sorry to hear about your missing son. I'm looking into the matter. Do you know anything about this priest that um, might have seen him last? This Realms? Oh, I admire him. He's the temple shrine priest here in the Redoran compound. He's very wise and speaks out against slavery. He really cares about people.
Have my attention, Outlander.
Interesting. So where's the temple compound here? That's the Dralor Manor. Maybe the temple is downstairs? I don't know. I'm starting to get tired, so I'm actually going to go ahead and check out this final family manor, and then we will pick up this mystery and decide kind of what Finwë is going to do now in terms of, does this really bump up the priority of Lost Cogroon in his mind? He's been aching to do service for the Redoran of the capital, and now he's also got an excuse to go to Molag Mar, so that's another Redoran noble house, noble clan that he can get involved with. But there's always the risk, like, even that 1 hour expulsion from the temple, it's a religious order, like, that could be a big deal. But it's already happened, so I don't know how much rushing to finish a quest would change the fact that the master of Ghostgate, if they're going to find out, they're going to find out. I don't know. I have to think about it. I'm going to have to think about it. Dralor Manor. I've been wondering something. I do have empty soul gems, because those are really worth selling. Do I have a soul trap? Perfect. All right. Let's see. You know what? I think I'm actually going to go ahead and save this for the start of the next episode. Give me something to go ahead and focus on. Perfect. Random person that actually is the noble of this house. Yeah, I'm not paying the most attention now because I'm actually a little bit tired. So we will pick this up next time with me actually trying to find the Lord of Dralor Manor. Where the fuck is this? Okay, he's up here. She's up here.
Outlander, what do you
We
want?
will pick this up next time without our poor little Jacob, who isn't following us now. That'll probably have to be something I do next time. I'm already getting annoyed that he's not back there. Yes, but thank you everyone for watching, and I will talk to you next time.